listener. This is Life After 50, a PokemonGO podcast. I am your host, Josh Flores, and welcome. Yes, welcome everybody. Okay, guys. Welcome everyone to Season 2, Episode 5. Enter Urshifu. Yes, finally. Okay. Finally, Urshifu is in the game. We are going to talk about it, but first we are going to get into our... Exactly. There is no story. The episode before Unova recap is going to be your story. Right now we have so much information that we are going to get into that we don't have time for that. So let's get into that right now. We have Pokemon Go's Season of Might and Mastery, and it is going down March 4th, 2025 at 10 a.m. to June 3rd, 2025 at 10 a.m. local time. They have a trailer out. I'm not going to play it, but in it you can see the featured Pokemon Cubfu, who turns into Urshifu. You have the Single Strike and the Rapid Strike. We also have Charcadet, which is going to be the thing that is going to be the first thing that they're going to feature in eggs, so that's going to be great. Moving on, looking forward to the Wushu Pokemon Cubfu. Embark on a path of might and mastery with a legendary Pokemon at your side. Throughout the Pokemon Go Might and Mastery, you'll be able to grow, hone your skills, and become stronger alongside the fighting type Pokemon Cubfu. You'll also be able to unlock new heights of mastery through Dynamax. With enough training, Cubfu can evolve into one of two forms of the Pokemon Urshifu: Single Strike style or Rapid Strike style. There's going to be a special research. It doesn't look like it's going to be paid. It just says available to claim Wednesday, March 5th at 10 a.m. to June 3rd, 2025. So for the whole season, you're going to have this special research. I think I just finished it because Professor Willow was like, yeah, I'm done with you, man. So enter Dynamax Cubfu and encounter with Dynamax Cubfu and more with the season's special research. Let's see, what else do we have here? A second path to burning a hole in your wallet. For $8 of the equivalent pricing, you can purchase a ticket that will get you an encounter with another Cubfu. And if you're like me, you bought it because obviously you want to Urshifus. And the first Cubfu I got, the stats were 10, 14, 10. Yep. I got what I got. Ticket holders will gain access. I have a button for that, right? Like to show that, yep. But ticket holders will gain access to the special research during the Might and Mastery. To receive the special research, you must open Pokemon Go at some point between Wednesday, March 5th and Monday, March 10th. So remember, for that special research... What? That doesn't even make sense. Okay, so it's a special research that's timed. You must open Pokemon Go at some point. All right, whatever you guys want. Max Pokemon debuts are going to be Entei, Raikou, and Suicune. That's going to be great. They already had the Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno, so it makes sense that these are the next on the Dynamax chopping block. Anyway, the Pokemon debuts are going to be Nickit and Thievul. I believe dark type. I don't know if it has a subtyping, but I know in the game this Pokemon really didn't do much was it Gen 8, so I'm sorry if I don't have too much information on it, but they're pushing it hard. But I think they're pushing it hard because I don't know. I don't see this. Look, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I am 100% wrong, but I hope that they aren't pushing this Pokemon because it isn't useful and I just like Pokemon to be useful. I like them to have shiny potential and all that stuff, but I like them to be useful. And with the rework of PvP, I think they made a lot of different Pokemon useful. Anyway, seasonal highlights are going to be this season's community days. Obviously, you know, Fuecoco is going to be March 8th. Total Dial Community Classic is going to be March 22nd. And then save the dates for April 22nd, May 11th, and then May 24th with TBD. Then you have the Power Up ticket. What is the Power Up ticket? Okay. Battle with Might and Mastery with the Power Up ticket. Power Up ticket March is, you can get it March 4th at 10 a.m. to Friday, April 4th, 2025 at 8 p.m. local time, starting March 1st. Trainers will be able to purchase a Power Up ticket for $5 of the equivalent pricing tier in your local currency. You'll be able to power up power up your avatar in your game, and it's just so much money at this point. Anyway, the following bonuses will be available every day from when the ticket is purchased until Friday, April 4th at 10 a.m. local time. 1 additional Candy XL awarded to trainers level 31 and up for completing raid battles and max battles. 3 times XP awarded for your first catch of the day. 3 times XP awarded for your first Pokestop or gym spin of the day. Open up to 50 gifts per day. Receive up to 150 gifts per day from spinning Pokestops and gym photo discs. Hold up to 40 gifts in your item bag. So those are all the things that you are going to get. It doesn't matter what they call it. Power Up ticket, expedition access. They'll always call it something different every month, but what it means is that it's a subscription for you to get premium rewards and better stuff. Is it worth it? For someone like me who takes this game like super seriously, like more seriously than they should, I believe that it is a good value. I mean, I do just overall believe it's a good value, especially from the gift perspective, because if you're trying to level up, you pay the $5, you open up a bunch of gifts, and you get a bunch of XP. So that's not a bad way to go. Also, you complete the timed research tasks in accordance with the Power Up ticket, so it would also give you access to time research, where you can get 8 premium battle passes, 2 max particle packs, 1 lucky egg, star piece, 2 fast TMs, 2 charge TMs, and more. If you go to the web store, you can purchase a Power Up Ultra ticket box for, what is it, $14.99, and receive a Power Up ticket for March, April, and May, plus some extra goodies at no additional cost. I wish I would have known this, because I bought the Power Up ticket in the in-game store. You would think that I would research this before I do this, but no. Please note that purchases are non-refundable. All right, trainer, we're going to go back into the details of this season. I skipped over them because I was so excited to tell you about everything else that's going on that I was just like, wow, I need to finish the seasonal rotations. Well, that's what the next part is. Anyway, seasonal rotations during this season. The Pokemon that you can get from field research breakthrough and your field research breakthrough box: Alolan, Marowak, Mawile, Druddigon, Jangmo-O, Charcadet, and Frigibax. Everything has shiny potential except for Frigibax. These Pokemon will appear in the wild. In the city biome, you're going to have Flaffy, Ampharos, Whismur, Electrike, P-Dub, Ferroseed, and Charjabug. Ampharos can be shiny because it has a Mega, therefore it can be shiny, but Flaffy cannot because it is the first stage evolution, so it doesn't have that benefit when you encounter it. But the benefit that you get is Stardust and 1 guaranteed XL candy, Mareep XL candy. Same thing for Charjabug. It is not shiny in the wild, but you can encounter one, and then if you really want a good one for PvP, you would have to Elite TM the Fast Attack Volt switch, and you would have one ready to go for PvP. And if you're lucky, you might encounter a shiny one, except for Charjabug and Flaffy. In the forest habitat, we have Ariados, Yama, Wurmple, Cottony, Fungus, Steenie, and Serena. Ariados, Steenie, and Serena cannot be shiny, but the Yama, Wurmple, Cottony, Fungus can. Again, The Ariados in this line is pretty good for PvP. I don't know about Fungus into a Moongus. It does have Astonish, but we'll see. But Fungus does have the benefit of having that Stardust boost when you do catch it. So does Steenie and Serena, because that's the Bound Sweet evolution line. And again, if you're lucky, you might encounter a shiny one. Next biome, we have the mountains with Paldean Wooper, Slackoth, Nincada, Krogunk, Hippopotas, Stunfisk, Unova, and Clodsire. Everything in here can be shiny except for the Clodsire. The cool thing about Clodsire is that when you catch it, let's say you catch a really good PvP eligible one, you do not have to use an elite TM. It just, give it a new move and TM your desired, Poison Sting, Stone Edge, Earthquake, or Poison Sting, Sludge Bomb, Earthquake are going to be your preferred move sense if you want to use it for PvP, Great League specifically. Unova Stunfisk does have some play. Hippowdon, I think the Shadow has more play. The Krogunk into Toxicroak, again, I think it's cool. Nincada into Ninjask is garbage, but I love it, and I wish somebody please use it well and then send me a video so I can watch it and laugh, because I love Ninjask. It sucks. And then Slackoth into Vigoroth into Slacking, I believe. Anyway, good shinies, hard Pokemon to catch, relatively rare. Always a good investment. You want to max out a Slacking if you can. Throw it in a gym. Just throw it in a gym. Paldean Wooper goes into Clodsire, so if you want a shiny Clodsire, that's going to be your route. Next up in beaches and water, we're going to have Marill, Quillfish, Carvanha, Wilmer, Spheal, Celio, and Barbaracle is the evolution of... the name escapes me, but everything in here can be shiny except for Celio and the Barbaracle. The Binnacle, that is the pre-evolution or the basic form of Barbaracle, and Marill into Azumarill. Azumarill is just always good for the Great League. If you are going to participate in Great League, always have an Azumarill in your arsenal. You just can never fail. Quillfish also has some play, but is very tanky. Carvanha, you want to get your hands on a good one because Mega Sharpedo is a thing that will come out at some point. So, you want to get your shiny, Hundo, Shundo, whatever. Wilmer into Wailord. Just be a meme pick. I mean, it's good for excellent throws. If you need excellent throws, that's really good. Same thing with Spheal. And Celio is good for the Stardust XL, I guess. Same thing with Barbaracle. But if you see a Barbaracle in the wild, if you really need it, catch it. Or if you're just one of those people that you catch everything, then sure. But if you don't, Binnacle is hard enough to catch. I could just imagine how much this thing is going to struggle and move around. Anyway, in the Northern Hemisphere, that's where I'm from, we have Hisuian, Sneasel, Bronzor, Deerling, Spring, Dino, Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie in the wild. Everything in here can be shiny. Everything in here is amazing. I mean, it's in the Northern Hemisphere. These Pokemon are amazing. I'm in the Northern Hemisphere. I'm amazing. Anyway, every one of these Pokemon are unique in their own little way, but they are good. Bronzor that has that 1 in 64 chance. Deerling is one of the new, and then this year, whatever, we're gonna focus on Gen 6. So you might want to get your hands on some Gen 6 Pokemon, do it up, do whatever you want. Or if you are tired of the Northern Hemisphere, or you don't live in the Northern Hemisphere and you're in the Southern Hemisphere, you're gonna get access to Hisuian, Growlithe, Sneasel, Beldum, Deerling Autumn Form, Rowlet, Litten, and Poplio. Alright, scratch what I said. Southern Hemisphere is a lot better because they have access to Beldum, Litten, and Poplio. And as much as I love Froakie, I love Poplio way more because I love water types and I love fairy types. Poplio. And Primarina is amazing. I have 2 Hundo Pre-Marina, by the way. Just letting you know. Anyway, these Pokemon will hatch from eggs. In 2-kilometer eggs, we have Psyduck, Aipom, Wynot, Bonsly, Ducklet, and Smoliv. Smoliv is one of the newest things. That's pretty cool. Bonsly and Wynot are baby forms, so those are 2 good things to go for. Ducklet is meh. Aipom and Psyduck are meh. I know there's a lot of Psyduck fans, and I don't like this, but it's like, yeah, it's meh. Golduck is better. In 5-kilometer eggs, we have Crabrawler, Komala, Togedemaru, Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sabo. The Gen 8 Pokemon starters, Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sabo, cannot be shiny, but you do want to hatch the eggs because if you do get a good IV, like a perfect, then when Community Day comes around, you don't have to try to go for your Hundo. You already have the Hundo, so that would be your incentive for hatching 5-kilometer eggs. And then Crabrawler, Komala, and Togedemaru are relatively rare. Komala and Togedemaru being the rarer ones. I in my heart, they're rarer. In 7-kilometer eggs, I don't like this. Alolan Meowth, Galarian Meowth, Alolan Grimer, Hisuian Voltorb, and Galarian Corsola. All these Pokemon are okay, but I wish that they would throw something else into the mix. I know that they will, but the pool as it stands for now sucks. Anyway, let's go to 10-kilometer eggs. We have Larvesta, Carbink, Jangmo-O, Dreepy, Charcadet, and Frigibax. I like that except for the Carbink, but the Carbink has been there for a while, so I understand why it's still in there. But I'm going to tell you, everyone's going to hatch a lot of Carbinks going forward, because I know everyone's going to want the Larvesta and the Jangmo and the Charcadet, but RNG always works that way. The Adventure Sync rewards, from which you get a 10-kilometer egg or a 5-kilometer egg, but this one is the 10-kilometer version. So the Adventure Sync 10-kilometer eggs are going to be Bagon, Gibble, Jangmo, Charcadet, and Frigibax. Everything can be shiny except for Frigibax. So yeah, every week if you get that one 10-kilometer egg, that's worth hatching. And then the Adventure Sync rewards for the 5-kilometer eggs are Skarmory, Lileep, Anorith, Munchlax, and Riolu. Riolu and Munchlax are probably the best things to get. The other ones are kind of meh, unless you want to max out a perfect Skarmory for Ultra League. I mean, I know the other things are kind of getting buffs or something, but again, the Adventure Sync I feel like should be more special than Lileep and Anorith. Especially because there's a point in time where you're like ranking up or something or leveling up and you need to catch Lileep or Anorith, and it doesn't say hatch Lileep or Anorith, it says catch them, so it's like... Anyway, for this season, the special bonuses are going to be increased friendship bonus damage dealt by Pokemon in raids. Trainers level 31 above and up will receive 1 guaranteed rare XL candy for catching a 5-star raid boss during a raid hour. So that's very specific. So you got to catch a 5-star raid boss during a raid hour, not catch any Pokemon during raid hour. It has to be 5-star raid boss during a raid hour. I don't like it, but I like the verbiage because it's very specific. Trainers level 31 and above will receive 1 guaranteed candy XL when trading a Pokemon. So now they have the trading bonus back. Don't I have that in here? Yeah, there you go. And that's for the trading bonus, because that is one of the best bonuses. That and the extra raid pass, it varies. Like in the winter, I wish they would do more of the trading, and then when people are actually out and about in the summer, and do more of the 1 extra pass. But also there would be increased stardust for your first catch of the day. I really like that because I really prioritize my first catch of the day, Stardust, instead of XP. Oh, real quick, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, rate, share, email the show, Messenger, Pigeon, I think those still exist. But anyway, thank you. Back to it. All right, trainers, we have a couple more things to talk about, and then we're out of here. That's it. Come on, let's do this. Anyway, you got this. Let's do this. Anyway, Let's do it. Dynamax Raikou Max Battle Weekend. That happened Saturday, March 15th at 6 a.m. to Sunday, March 16th, 2025 at 9 p.m. local time. Dynamax Raikou Max Battle Weekend. 6 a.m. Are you kidding me? Now I gotta wake up extra early for work so I can... Oh boy, I cannot believe this. The Dynamax debut. The following Pokemon will make its PokemonGO Dynamax debut in 5-star max battles. Dynamax Raikou. And if you're lucky, you may encounter a shiny one. I don't know if the Dynamax odds are the same as the raids, like 1 in 20, but I hope it is. The following bonuses will be active during the event. Max particle collection limit is increased to 1,600. Quarter adventuring distance to receive max particles, so the rate at which you get max particles for free will be quartered, which is really good because I think the distance that they have it set at is fine already. So it's like 2 blocks and all of a sudden you have, more particles. That's pretty cool. Power spots will refresh more frequently, 8 times max particles from power spots. So like you max out like real quick, which is like really cool, but they're trying to push you over to the edge. So you're just like, oh, let me get some particle packs. Yeah. But hey, look, if they do it like that, if they do give me more value to incentivize me, I am fine with that. I know what you're doing, but I like it, And the following bonuses will be active from Monday, March 10th at 6 a.m. to Sunday, March 16th, 2025. So literally at 6 a.m. you can start getting these bonuses, and it'll be 3/4 max particle cost for unlocking and powering up max moves, which is a really great addition. I did see this one, and I thought this one was really cool. They have the half stardust cost for this and that. I do like that they're adding discounts for max particles, even though they are the ones that created the whole max particle system. I digress. Anyway, there will be a timed research. It will be free. It will be a free opportunity available for trainers starting Monday, March 10th at 6 a.m. Complete the timed research to encounter Dynamax Drillbur to round out your battle team when you take on Dynamax Raikou. That is amazing. Good. You know what? Like, okay. I mean, yes, but yeah. Straight up Pokemon Company, for real. Okay, guys. Straight up PokemonGO Company, because it's like, round out your team or get something with which you can handle the Raikou, and Drillbur is a great Pokemon to do that. Relatively cheap to power up. That is a really good thing. That warms my soul. But please note that the timed research expires. The tasks associated with timed research must be completed, and the rewards must be completed before Saturday, March 16th. Basically, get this as soon as possible before you raid. It could be shiny. It could be shiny. I have 2 like 96 that I rock with, and then 1 garbage like 10 shiny Excadrill that I rock with just because it's shiny. I don't really care about shinies, but sometimes I do, especially with the max thing, because for me it's a little harder to get, because you can't, it's not remotable, and it's just a little weirder for me. Anyway, go to Campfire to find more of the whatever. But the next after that, so that's going down March 15th. And then in the midst of that, you're going to be in the Festival of Colors. So the Festival of Colors is going down a couple days before that. It's March 13th at 10 a.m. to Monday, March 17th, 2025 at 8 p.m. local time. Check it out, trainers. Trainers will find a colorful surprise at Pokestops when they get close to them. So when you get close to a Pokestop, it'll probably have like a little animation, a little do-do-do-do-do, so which will be cool. But the event bonuses is what we really want to hear about. Lure modules activated during the event will last for 3 hours. That is insane. Why are they doing this? Did they get that much money off of me in Univator that they're just like, oh yeah, let's we can give people stuff free for once, or just do like right by them, because this is insane. Lure modules activated during the event will last for 3 hours, and the event is a couple days. I mean, the event is Thursday to Monday. That's not bad, and for it to last for 3 hours, that's really great. Bruxish will appear more frequently when trainers use an incense. and take a few snapshots each day for a surprise. Incense, excluding daily adventure incense activated during the event, will last for 2 hours. So incense will last for 2 hours. Daily adventure incense remains the same, 15 minutes, or you have to roar time it to extend it, but lure modules will last for 3 hours. But obviously in this event, you're going to, and it says right here, if you're lucky, you may encounter a shiny Smeargle. I've been wondering when they're going to bring this Pokemon back, the shiny form, to unlock it, because I have been chomping at the bit to get my hands on another one. I have one, but DJ got another. If you're lucky, you may encounter a shiny Smeargle. Please note that Smeargle will appear in snapshots a limited number of times. Shiny Smeargle will not appear after the event, but it might return in future events. Oh yeah, you will return. But you see what I'm saying? Like, they do the Zorua thing, they squeeze that Zorua like to the brim. Now they're doing it with Smeargle. Where's my Kecleon? Where's my Kecleon? Wild encounters for this event. The following Pokemon will appear more frequently in the wild. Also, for the first time go, you'll be able to encounter shiny Bruxish if you're lucky. Flabebe will return with all its colored glory. And if you're lucky, you might encounter white or orange, which are the rarer of the Flabebes. But after that, you're going to have Drowsy, Magikarp, Natu, Apom, Metatite, Dwebble, the Flabebe, Bruxish. Not too bad in terms of you can forget about a lot of these Pokemon, except for Magikarp. Always get your hands on Magikarp, because I forgot what level it is, but you have to evolve a Magikarp. And then Mega Gyarados is just amazing as a pure water type, as a pure dark type. And also, let's see what else Gyarados could do. Gyarados is really good for almost every single league. Ultra League, Master League. It's just a really amazing Pokemon. And then for your metal, you have the Catch 500 big Magikarp metal. So Magikarp is just always a good thing to catch. And then obviously Bruxish is going to have its shiny form released. Also in raids, the following Pokemon will appear in raids. In 3-star raids during this time, you'll have Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon, which will not be shiny. I know in other times they had like Espeon and Umbreon shiny eligible, but for whatever reason it doesn't have the asterisks next to these Pokemon indicating that they are shiny eligible, so poof, not shiny eligible. But in 5-star raids, you will have Tapu Koko, which is a very good electric type, okay, fairy type, very frail, but the shiny looks great. If you want to try for that's great. Mega raids, you're going to have Mega Swampert. I'd rather do the Mega Swampert raids, but I'll do any of these. It doesn't really matter. I'm always in town for some Hundo Tapu Koko or Hundo Jolteon or Flareon, only because I do not want to evolve a Eevee and get stuck with like 2 Hundo Jolteons. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather get the Hundo Jolteon from a specific Jolteon raid and then reverse engineer that bad boy and give it the TMs or whatever I need to do instead of doing all that. So I normally say stay away from the 3-star raids, but like if you're like me and you don't want to chance a Hundo Eevee on like a random evolve, that's going to be your way. Obviously for this event, you're going to have field research task rewards, which will be on LeakDuck when the event drops, and then you'll have timed research, which can get you can get 1 incense for rare candies, encounters with event-themed Pokemon, and more. Obviously, we have a paid timed research for the Festival of Colors, and for $2 or the equivalent pricing, you'll have a timed research, and it'll have the following rewards included: 2 lure modules, 4 incense, 2,000 stardust. That's weirdly specific, and not weirdly specific like 2,001.5 stardust, but like 2,000. I don't get it. 2,000. Okay. What? No, not 5? Anyway, and then you have encounters with Bruxish. So, a lot of people go, why do you complain about the prices? And it's because I gotta buy all this stuff. Like, I don't have to, but I'm going to. And I'm just like, I'm over it. just hire me, Pokemon Company, and then just pay me half, because you know the other, and just give me unlimited access to the game, and then just pay me half. You know, we can do that. Again, you're going to have Pokestop showcases, and they're going to be regional bonus for trainers in India. I don't know why this is India specific, but if you're looking to go to India and play this game during this event, that's why, because it's Festival of Colors, you uncultured human being, you. Sorry. That's why. Regional bonuses will be available for trainers in India. Branching time research, 1-star raids featuring Pikachu wearing a kurta. 1 additional candy for catching Pokemon in raids. My Indian brethren, if anyone wants to hook me up with some raids, I will definitely raid the Pikachu wearing the kurta. I don't even know what a kurta is, but I love the other Pikachu wearing the other thing. You know what? I'm down. I love it. I love it all. No, but seriously, real quick, let's talk about this Go Battle League Might and Mystery update. That update already took place. You should already been updated your game. Now we'll start the same time. The season starts March 4th till June 3rd. They have the schedule up. Right now it's Great League and Willpower Cup. I'm only doing Great League. I really don't like the special cups. I just like the straight leagues. Wednesday, May 21st at 12 a.m. to Tuesday, May 27th, 2025 at 11:59 local. There'll be a Go Battle Week. Wow, from Wednesday to Tuesday. That's such an odd time to have a Go Battle Week, but there will be a Go Battle Week, and the bonuses will be 4x Stardust from win rewards. The maximum number of sets you can play per day will increase from 5 to 20 for a total of 100 battles a day. That is insane. That is it. That Go Battle Week. Wow. If you want Stardust, or you want to recoup your losses from Univator, or you just want Stardust, you should just always want it. This is going to be your ticket. 4x Stardust, and you can play pretty much unlimited battles. Like, if you play 100 a day for God bless you. But during this time, you will have a free battle theme time research will be available, and then the rewards will include a hat for your avatar inspired by Colonel Mustard, DJ Mustard. Gulden's Mustard. Mustard, the guy in Generation 8 that you get the Urshifu encounter and stuff like that. And he's like, oh yeah, Urshifu likes you. Pokemon encountered via Go Battle League rewards will have a wider variance of attack, defense, and HP, meaning that the Pokemon, the pool that you have from the PvP will have not PvP desired IVs, but IVs that will match kind of like from the wild. So they could have PvP-esque IVs. And this is what I was talking about. You're going to have your guaranteed encounter. So at rank 1, you're going to have your guaranteed encounter with Mienfoo, and at 6, Vullaby, and at ace rank, Morpeko, and at veteran, Frigibax, and at expert, you get a Dreepy, and not King of Games. Why am I thinking of Yu-Gi-Oh? At what is this? What's the highest one? Anyway, legend rank. There you go. You'll get the Pikachu Libre. Standard encounter. So at rank 1, this will be your pool, and then with every other rank, you'll get the pool that belongs to your rank and every pool underneath. Meaning that if you're rank 1 to 5, you'll only get access to Cubone, Paldean, Wooper, Spoink, Mienfoo, and Bunnelby as your rank up rewards. But if you rank up past 5 to 6, then you'll add Vullaby and Skorupi to the mix. When you get to 11, then you'll add Jumpluff, Teddiursa, Barboach, and Citadel to the mix. Then when you get to 16, you get Alolan Marowak, Lapras, Pancham, and whatever active raid boss is in the 5-star raids at that time. When you get to ace rank, you'll add Morpeko, and when you get to veteran, you'll add Dreepy, and when you get to expert, you'll add when you get to ace, Morpeko, Veteran, Frigibax, Expert, then you'll have access to Dreepy. There'll be a timed research pass. If you're into the avatar items, which I usually am not, but this time I am, only because it's mustard, and I love mustard. Like the name, the condiment, all the different kind of mustard people that I mentioned, like all amazing. So I really do want all this stuff. I wish I can get my hand. This is the one pose that like I really want. I really want this legend pose. I think I'm really gonna have to make a push for legend for once in my life, like a real honest to God push to get this pose. It just looks like Mustard's pose, which is great. Next, we have all the cups, the Scroll Cup, the This Cup, the Master Premier Cup, the Spring Cup. Look, those things will be explained to you when the time comes. What we really want to talk about are the updates to the combat system. The switch timer in PokemonGO Battle League will continue to be 50 seconds. This change will also continue to affect trainer battles against friends, Team Go Rocket battles, and team leader battles. So going forward, it looks like this 50-second switch clock thing that they implemented from 60 to 50, people really liked it. It made the gameplay more dynamic, and I agree with it. So it's going to continue. Good on you. Now you have the attack changes. You're going to have Psyshock, which is a charge attack. The energy cost to perform this move is going to be decreased. That's great. So a lot of Pokemon, Alola Ninetales and I guess like Bronzong and stuff like that is going to be really good. Again, we're not going like real in depth in this. We just kind of want to like skim over this stuff because this is going to affect the game, but not, we're not all about PvP over here. We have Dazzling Gleam next up. In trainer battles, it's going to do less, which is, I get it. There are a lot of moves that generate energy like really, really fast. So Dazzling Gleam is one of those moves that you can spam over and over, and a lot of Pokemon have been, I guess, taking advantage of it, as you should. Why not? How are you going to be the very best that ever was? Anyway, Aqua Jet gets an insane buff from trainer battles to 70 power. Aqua Jet is a charge attack that requires almost like it's so cheap to get to, and it's going to do 70 power. That is insane. You're going to want to get your hands on a water type Urshifu or evolve it into the Rapid Strike. Dynamic Punch energy cost is going to be decreased, which is really good because you have a lot of Pokemon that are weak to fighting, and Dynamic Punch is, Cross Chop is only accessible for a couple Pokemon. Mostly every other Pokemon has Dynamic Punch, and the energy cost being decreased, and then with the nerf to counter, this kind of makes sense, so it balances. Sludge is another one like Aqua Jet that just got a crazy buff. From trainer battles, it goes from 50 to 70. I mean, it just makes Galarian Weezing like just top meta all of a sudden, because Galarian Weezing has access to Sludge. Now it's Brutal Swing, Sludge, Play Rough. This thing is amazing. So you're gonna want to get your hands on a Galarian Weezing like soon. Hex does a little bit more in terms of fast move, pressure, and the energy generation has increased. So Pokemon like Dusk Noir got a buff. Like a lot of Pokemon got a buff, except for acrobatics. Looks like Emolga and Jumpluff got a nerf energy cost decrease. Wait. So that's a buff. So the energy that it needs to... Oh my... Alright, so scratch everything I said. You're going to want to get your hands on an Emolga and a Jumpluff. And if you don't have acrobatics, you're going to want to Elite TM acrobatics, because Aerial Ace is garbage. Air Cutter. Trainer battles goes from 60 to 45 power. Energy cost has decreased, and chance to increase the user's attack by 1 stage. So chance, it's not guaranteed. So that's pretty cool. Does a little less, but there is a chance. I don't know if the chance is 50-50, but hey, if you're willing to take that chance, it's on you. That's great. And Rock Tomb, you get a buff actually. So Air Cutter is gonna get like a nerf buff with the reduction in power, but the increase in the with the the user's attack by 1 stage, Rock Tomb just gets a huge buff altogether. So in trainer battles, it goes from 70 to 80. Energy cost is decreased and guaranteed to lower an opponent's Pokemon's attack by 1 stage. Guaranteed. Like Breaking Swipe was, and then they nerfed it after because it got too out of control. So why do you think that Dynamic Punch is more accessible now? Because you're going to have these Pokemon that are going to be spamming Rock Tomb, and you're going to need fighting types to take it down. Rollout does a little less power, same energy generation. Nightshade, which Corsola I guess is the one getting nerfed on this, from 80 to 70 power. I actually agree with that because Nightshade was just OP for whatever reason. I don't understand why. Foul Play got a nerf from 70 to 60. I didn't think Foul Play was that like OP to nerf it, but the energy cost decreased, so it's a balancing, and that it's not a nerf, it's more of a balancing. Same thing with Discharge. It decreased in power, but the energy cost decreased. That is very nice. That is very nice. Attack availability updates. So these are the Pokemon that get access to certain moves. Piloswine, Mamoswine get access to Icicle Spear, which is a legacy move for Walrein. So Togetic, Togekiss, Reuniclus, Bruxish, those Pokemon will now have access to Psyshock, which from before it's cheaper to get to a Psyshock, or it does more. Venomoth, Lapras, Grumpig are going to have access to the fast attack Psywave. Psywave does a okay amount, but it's more about the energy generation. The fact that these Pokemon have it, especially Lapras, puts Lapras back on top tier and just puts Grumpig in the meta. Maybe Venomoth will have some play. I hope so. That was one of the first Pokemon that I rock with in the Great League, and I got myself handed to me. Furret will now be able to learn the charge attack Swift. So will Linoon, Drampa, and Grumpig, and Dusknoir will be able to learn the charge attack Dynamic Punch. So Grumpig gets a double buff because Grumpig gets access to Psywave and Dynamic Punch for the coverage against dark types. Same thing with Dusknoir. Dusknoir really was only just straight ghost, everything ghost about Dusknoir, but now it gets a coverage move, which is great. Lapras will be able to learn the charge attack Sparkling Aria, which is like really cool because for the energy generation that you get from Psywave, you can get the Sparkling Aria relatively quickly. Sableye and Ribombee. Sableye will learn the charge attack Dazzling Gleam. Is that important for Sableye? I don't think so. Does it help? I don't think so. Ribombee will now be able to learn the charge attack the fast attack Charm. Wow. Makes sense. It's a fairy type. Blastoise will now be able to learn the fast attack Rollout, which makes Blastoise really scary because Blastoise can now get to its attacks faster, and it's a tank. One of the things about Blastoise is like it couldn't get to its attacks so fast, but it could tank moves. But now it can do what Blastoise is supposed to do, tank moves while dealing damage, and finally being a great water type, something that it should have been from the get. But they always give Venusaur and this guy, but Blastoise is always just left in the background. Weezing will now be able to learn the fast attack Rollout. Again, Rollout, and then you have Sludge. It's going to be insane. Obviously, you're going to want to get your ground types up and running because poison types are making a comeback. Wailmer and Wailord will be able to learn Rollout. So will Glalie and Credilli. Glalie, Wailord, and Wailmer. Will that do anything for them? Yeah, they'd probably bump them up like a little bit. I would like to use a Rollout Glalie like in a battle, like a Mega Rollout Glalie, because it's a Mega. Why not? Credilli, Bombardier, they get access to Rock Tomb. So before, Cradily only had access to, what is it, Stone Edge or Rock Slide? Either way, now has access to Rock Tomb, which got a crazy buff. So Cradily just got a crazy buff. Same thing with Bombardier. Now you're going to have Fly and Rock Tomb as its preferred moves. I don't know what the fast attack is going to be on Bombardier, but I mean, that's pretty cool that they actually made that Pokemon kind of relevant. Swampert will be able to learn the charge attack Sludge. Oh, Swampert's coming back in a big way. Swalot learning Sludge just makes sense because it is a big pile of sludge, so why couldn't it throw itself at you? Dragalge will be able to learn to charge attack Sludge Bomb, which makes sense. It's great for the coverage. Finally, it has something, because it only had Poison Jab as like a poison thing, and then the charge attack, the really expensive one. Anyway, Roserade will now be able to learn the fast attack Poison Sting. Makes sense. It is a rose and it has thorns, and it makes sense that it would Poison Sting for it. We'll now be able to learn charge attack Trailblaze. Same thing with Florges, which is cool because Florges only had Petal Blizzard. So now it gets Trailblaze, and wow, that's actually pretty cool. Mightyena, let's see what Mightyena is getting. Mightyena will now be able to learn the fast attack Sucker Punch. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool, but I think Mightyena is better with the Fang moves, no? I guess it gets same type attack bonus with the Sucker Punch, so that's cool. But also Bellybolt will be getting Sucker Punch, and Bombardier will be getting Sucker Punch. So Bombardier with Sucker Punch, Fly, and what was the other move? Something will be hopefully, yeah, Rock Tomb, Sucker Punch, and Fly. Wow, Bombardier hopefully will be like a thing. That's pretty amazing. Another thing that's pretty amazing is that you actually stayed to the end, so thank you for that. But get out of here, go enjoy yourself, live life to the fullest and all that, as it were. Anyway, trainer, I hope you had fun, and until next time, you don't have to be the very best. You already are. Okay, love you, bye.